Hello, everyone. Welcome to Therapy Clips with Dr. O. I'm from the organization Human Service Consultants. Today, we will start our self-esteem building series. This series consists of a variety of activities that we will engage in over the next couple of weeks. Once again, we will start today our self-esteem building series. So the first activity in the self-esteem building series is entitled 3 Good People. Now, the purpose of this exercise, and I will also send the worksheet to you if you're in my group, or direct you where to find it. Either way, you will know that there's a worksheet and you will engage in the activity of completing the worksheet by answering the questions in your assignment book. So let's start with this 3 Good People. It's a strength spotting exercise. So the whole idea is that people who know their strengths and use them every day tend to be happier, have better self-esteem, and are more likely to complete their goals. This exercise will help you into the strength spotting mindset. So, what I would like for you to do is to think of a fictional character. This means that it's an inspiring character that you may have read about in a book, seen in a movie, or on a TV show. For the purpose of this exercise, we're going to name our fictional character Self-Esteem Sally. Self-Esteem Sally. Okay, so we have now named our fictional character. What you need to do next is to list her strength. So the strength is those things or qualities about her that's very, very strong, admired, and makes her who she is. So for the purpose of this exercise, we're going to say that Miss Sally strengths are she's kind, lovable, considerate, caring, and warm. Now, the next activity is to describe how Miss Sally used her strengths to overcome challenges in everyday life. So, say for example, Miss Sally is a little depressed. She woke up, she just wasn't feeling so great. Now she's kind, loving, warm, considerate, just an all-around good person. How can she use her strengths? Well, she's feeling down. One of the ways that you can uplift your spirits is to do something good for someone else. So Miss Sally, she decided to uplift her spirits by going out into the building. She lives in an assisted living building. But going out into the building, finding someone in the building that she see is not feeling so great today, sitting down with that person, having a conversation, and telling the person what she admires the most about them. Okay, so in doing that, she is also helping herself. And she's thinking about her own strengths and how lovable She is. Now that's Miss Sally, the fictional character. Now I want you to think about an inspiring person that you know. Who is that person? What's their name? I'm going to think about someone who inspires me. Let me see. I'll tell you who. When I first was in college and get ready to graduate from the 4-year program, I met this doctor by the name of Dr. Charles Sanders. He walked into the room, he yelled at us, and he said, "Tell me about Albert Bandura." Well, Albert Bandura is a person who is a psychologist, and he taught us that people learn by watching other people. So, just so happened, the semester before, I did a research paper on Albert Bandura. And I looked around and no one in the class could answer the question, so I stood up. I said, "Albert Bandura, social learning theory, people learn by watching models." And I sit back down. He was so impressed with me that he was the chair of the department. He was the lead of the department. So that meant that he wrote grants, and the grants that he wrote paid for master degrees for students. So when I was about to graduate, he told me to come back to school. I said, "Are you kidding me? I've done my 4 years." Well, I went back over the summer, and I couldn't find a job yet. So I went back to him humble, and I said, "Please give me the opportunity. I would like to come, and I would like to do the master's program. Do you still have grant money left?" And he told me yes. Well, from that point on, he encouraged me. So the person who inspired me the most is Dr. Charles Sanders. What's his strengths? He's deceased now, but his strengths was that he supported students. He made a student feel that they could accomplish anything. I want to be your inspiration. I want to be the person who inspired you the same way Dr. Sanders inspired me. Once you understand a person's strengths and you can see their strengths, you can become that person too by looking at their good qualities, and you model their good qualities. So the next part of this exercise is describe how they use their strengths to overcome challenges in everyday life. And so Dr. Sanders used his strengths. I didn't describe him. He was a very obese man. He was short and stocky and very obese. So, of course, that led to his self-esteem issues, I'm sure, because he didn't fit the status quo of what people are supposed to be. But he did not use his energy in a negative way. He turned that energy around, and he did something to help other people. That built his self-esteem. Now, once you can identify good characteristics in a fictional person and in a person who brings you inspiration, now look at yourself. What are your strengths? How can you use your strengths in your everyday life? So that if you're feeling down like Miss Sally, you just woke up like that. There wasn't anything going on. You just felt that way. What can you do to use your good qualities to lift your self-esteem? This is your self-esteem building activity. If you find 3 good people, a fictional person, a person who inspires you, and yourself, as an inspiration to your own self, then you will notice that your self-esteem will begin to build. This is Dr. O from Human Service Consultants, bringing you your first self-esteem building activity in our self-esteem building series that will occur over the next few weeks. I'd like to thank you for your time. I'd like for you to have a blessed and a beautiful day. I want you to feel good about you. Take care of yourself until we meet again. Have a blessed one.